You think you know McDonald's? Same burgers everywhere, same menu, same taste. Yeah, that's what people who don't travel believe, because across the US and the menu changes, and some of the best items, you can't even order them where you live. Let's get something straight. The basics don't change. Big Mac, fries, nuggets, safe, predictable. But outside that, that's where things stop being boring. Because depending on where you are in the US, McDonald's becomes something completely different. And most people don't even realize it. Let's start with New England. Yes, McDonald's has served lobster rolls there. Fast food, serving lobster, that alone should concern you a little. Price? Around $9 to $12, which is funny because at that point you're not saving money, you're just confused. Taste? Surprisingly good. Light, slightly sweet, actually fresh. But still, it's lobster from McDonald's. Take a second and think about that. Now Hawaii. You walk into McDonald's expecting a burger and get rice, eggs, and Spam. Price? Around $6 to $8. Taste? Salty, heavy, very local. At that point, you're not eating fast food. You're just eating what works on the island. And somehow, it makes sense. Now Texas, where food actually needs flavor. Spicy burgers, jalapenos, real seasoning, no excuses. Price? Around $7 to $9. Taste? Bold, messy, slightly aggressive, the kind of burger that doesn't apologize, unlike most menus. Now California. This is where things get experimental. Avocado shows up, healthier options, trendy ingredients. Price? $8 to $11. Taste? Clean, balanced, and slightly overpriced. You're not just buying food, you're buying the idea of eating healthy inside McDonald's. Now let's move to something most people don't expect. Alaska. This is where things stop being predictable. Because in Alaska, McDonald's has offered local fish options, not just generic fast food fish, actual regional fish, which already feels wrong. Because you don't go to McDonald's expecting something fresh. Price? Around $8 to $11. And at that price, you start questioning your life choices. Taste? Surprisingly clean. Light, not overly greasy, almost normal. And that's the problem. You're sitting in McDonald's eating something that feels healthier than it should. It doesn't match the place. But in Alaska, everything is about survival. If they don't adapt to local food, people just won't care. So instead of forcing the same menu everywhere, they adjust, quietly, and most people never notice. Now let's move to the next one. Now let's move to Florida, where everything feels a little different. Because Florida has something most states don't. Influence, Latin flavors, Caribbean influence, sweeter sauces, different combinations. Sometimes you'll find menu items that lean into that. More sauce, more sweetness, more contrast. Price? Around $7 to $10. Taste? Stronger, sweeter than expected, and sometimes slightly chaotic. But that's Florida. Nothing is fully predictable. And McDonald's adapts to that. Because if your food feels boring in Florida, people move on fast. There's too much competition. So the menu shifts, small changes, but enough to feel different. And if you didn't know what to look for, you'd miss it completely. Now let's move to the next one. So now you've seen it. Different states, different flavors, different versions of the same brand. And the truth is, McDonald's was never meant to be identical everywhere. It just looks that way. Because behind the same logo, there's a completely different experience depending on where you are. Some places get lobster, some get spice, some get rice, some get something you've never even heard of. And most people, they never notice the difference. They think it's all the same. It's not. So here's the real question. If you had the choice, which one would you actually try? The lobster roll, the spicy Texas burger, something from Hawaii, or one of those strange local versions nobody talks about? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious what you'd pick. And tell me this too. Do you want me to go deeper into this? Show you more hidden McDonald's items, different states, different menus, things most people never even hear about, because there's a lot more than this, and it only gets stranger.